Welcome back, everybody. This is Carl from High Tech Custom Concepts in New York. How's it going? We are the premier manufacturer of KSG upgrade accessories like the Howitzer70 Muzzle Brake. And today I'm actually going to talk about the Virginia proposal to try to ban all assault weapons and basically could lead to a complete confiscation. Now, I do not like the state of the direction that the country's heading of this extreme, we're going to protect the people and we'll take care of you. This is a ruse and a disguise to disarm the population and kind of basically destroy the Second Amendment, which as we all know, is an insurance policy for the country to stay independent and the people not to be overrun by a rampant and over-aggressive government that could turn into a communist country one day. It can happen. You can never say never. If they destroy enough of our rights, it could happen. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is the one thing that they could try to, stop AR-15s and ban them and confiscate them. And, we could write to our congressmen and senators and try to do rallies and things like that. But you know what? Many people are not going to comply with that. And I don't blame anybody for that. And the other thing is that the alternative to that kind of BS that's going on is own your KSGs. Now, the KSG flies under the radar because it is a pump manual shotgun, not covered under assault weapons. But if you ask me, this is the ultimate home defense weapon. I mean, we make the Howitzer70 Muzzle Brake for the front of this. We manufactured ourselves on the machine that's right behind us, right here in America, with American labor and American metal and American trucks delivering everything and American anodizers that do this kind of black finish coating, B-blast. So you're supporting this country. But on top of that, this is basically a perfect home defense weapon. And at the end of the day, this is what we're doing. We're not going to overthrow the government. They have tanks and missiles and troops and planes and drones. That's just a fantasy. But you want to protect yourself against lawlessness, against home invaders, things like that. And this takes care of business. When there was riots in the streets 10, 12 years ago, wherever, or whenever you see them on TV, most of the stores that got looted and robbed were ones that people had nothing and they ran off and the owners locked up. The people that stood their ground with a shotgun or a gun, their stores were fine because the looters went on to the next easier victims that had nothing there to defend themselves with. So guys, this is the answer to the politicians. Get your KSGs. Get your accessories to make them the ultimate home defense weapon. We make the extended rails. We have the recoil pads to make them extra soft. We have the muzzle brake to reduce that extreme recoil. We have all that fun stuff for it. And this particular one is, again, the KS7. I have videos on these, the KS7s. This, I removed the top handle because it was just useless. I don't carry around a gun by a handle. That's just not how it works. So this one, I use it more. I'm going to attach optics, the M-bus sights, or shell carriers, extra shell carriers. I have them in my closet when I need it. But this is the kind of quick go-to gun. It is slim. It's just basically when you need something for an emergency, this is perfect. If you want a more tactical, taking care of business, long-standing situation, definitely get the KSG, which has 14 shell capacity, 7 in each tube with 1 in the chamber. And the reason that these lawmakers can't come after that is because there is a manual selector switch that switches between left tube and right tube, so that it does not qualify as a high capacity weapon where all of it feeds from one magazine, which is perfect. But honestly, you have 14 shells on the fly, 7 and 7. I don't think too many people are going to be left coming in your direction, because after a few shots, shotguns, people understand there's no walking away from a shotgun. So this is my answer to all that stuff. I mean, on top of people who are going to not comply with the rules. I mean, I'm hearing None Fancy and other videos saying there's going to be something like an 80% non-compliance or higher with people turning in guns if they ban the assault rifles with no grandfather clause, nobody's turning them in. But if you want to be legally out in the open, this is the way to go. You get your KSG with all your shell capacity you want, your tactical muzzle brake to reduce the recoil, plus that fear factor. People see this kind of thing pointing at them. That hole means business. That means 12 gauge, double odd buck. You're not dodging that one. You're not walking away from that one. So you mean business. And the shotgun is an ultimate deterrent weapon. I mean, we don't really want to kill anybody unless your life is honestly being threatened to the point where it's either you or him. And there's no alternatives. There's no way out of the situation. That's when you can. But most times, excuse me, I have a little tickle. Most times, a criminal, when they come confronted by a homeowner or a store owner or somebody that has a weapon, and they fire one shot in their direction or a warning shot, or you just display the weapon, the guy is running because he doesn't want to lose his life over some mediocre TV or BS kind of just. It's like basically a crime of opportunity. That's what they want. When there's all hell breaking loose or lawlessness, they just want to steal just because it's just an opportunity, and that's the time to do it. So you have your self-defense weapons. Criminals, no, they're not going to be that brave. So guys, if you have any questions about the KSGs or anything like that, you can email me because we are specialists here. We don't make everything for every gun. And we're not like some websites that have flags behind us and import stuff from China and say, made in America, because they only make one or two things, and then the rest of it is all imported. No, we manufacture everything here on the equipment behind us, and that's why I show you the equipment, because I want you to see that we have the actual machine shop. We manufacture all of our products in-house. And you're supporting this country when you're supporting high-tech custom concepts. And we really appreciate that. We've been in business for 45 years. The KSG stuff only came around, 6, 7, 8 years ago since they came out with the KSG itself. And we're trying our best just to, fight the battle of this corrupt politicians and their constant barrage on the Second Amendment, which is becoming to the point of insanity, because you can't stop crazy people, because if they're not going to use a gun, they're going to use something else. They're going to use a knife, they're going to use a hatchet, they're going to use a car, but they don't understand that. So guys, I would say stock up on your KSGs. This is the ultimate defense weapon, even after the AR-15, which you do what you want if they're going to come after people's guns or ban them. But I'm hearing sheriff's department's not even going to comply, so I mean, they're not going to uphold that law, which is basically a breach of the Second Amendment. So if you have any questions or you want to stock up on your KSG, please see our website below, www.hightechcc.com. Please give this video a thumbs up. Help share and spread the word of our company, what we do for the KSG community. And if you want to see any videos on other stuff, please put them in the comments below, and I will do more videos on them. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.